What's up, guys? So I just wanted to show, I don't know how long this video is going to be. I can't say if it's going to be quick or not because it's a pretty big stack, but everything I bought in the month of June, it's been a minute since I've done um, any kind of video really. I guess June's busy, but I just wanted to show everything I've picked up in June, and it's quite a lot. I may have gone too far, but before you do anything, how about click like and subscribe? All right, so the first thing I'm going to show you, I backpedaled a little and I started re-getting Star Wars movies. I was watching the Acolyte, and I finally watched the season 3 of Mandalorian, so I started getting way back into Star Wars, and I wanted to give the sequel trilogy one more shot. So I'm gonna rewatch those eventually. Next, I think I got this for like $4 from Monster Music, Tango and Cash, one of my favorite Stallone movies. It's a really good buddy cop movie. People call it a ripoff of like Lethal Weapon, but I've I've never really seen Lethal Weapon. I need to see them, but I just haven't. But I've seen Tango and Cash, and I like that. Oh, finishing up my uh, I guess Chucky collection. I finally got Seed of Chucky. Kind of unexpected that this is like one of my favorite ones. I thought this might be like the worst one, but this one actually is pretty funny. I didn't think much of it in the past, but I was wrong. Next, I got this from Big Lots. It's the Paranormal Activity like trilogy. Before they made like 4, 5, and 6 or whatever. I've never really seen those, but I have seen these three. Um, I saw the first one in the theater, and that was super unnerving. Um, Especially to try to go to sleep that night in your house alone. The second one was, okay, and the third one I kind of didn't care for, but whatever. It that that cost like $3, so $1 a movie, I guess. Also picked up this from Big Lots, Arrival, um, directed by Denis Villeneuve. I don't really know how to pronounce that name. He's directed things. Um, I can't remember the Natalie Portman fucking movie, but I didn't super like it. Um, but I like Arrival, so I got it. I think that was also $4 from Big Lots. Um, Another $3 from Big Lots. I got Collateral, so they must have got a new batch or something like that. Um, but like this, anytime Michael Mann does crime, it's a good time in the world. I guess I got a lot from Big Lots this month because I also got Out of the Furnace. Um, Kind of like a gritty, I guess, crime sort of movie. Woody Harrelson plays like a real bastard in it, and Christian Bale has to get some type of revenge. It's been a minute since I've seen it, but I really liked it. Um, Thought it was really had some really intense moments. Oh, I got Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Finally, I did not get the 4K. I got this very simple version, this old like pop art cover. Um, but I got it for like $1 off of eBay. I was looking into getting the 4K, but I don't know if I care that much to spend $30 on Killer Clowns. I also got Return of the Living Dead from Big Lots for $5. Um, was super excited to get this. I'm looking into getting part 2, but I guess it's super out of print now. So it costs like 30 or more on eBay. So I'll just keep my eye out for it and eventually pick it up. This was like I think 6, but it's a Shout Factory or Scream Factory, but it's a Scream Queen double feature, and includes The Fog and The Howling. And I wanted The Fog. I don't really. I watched The Fog recently, and I didn't super care for it. But I got way into John Carpenter movies, and I kind of bought it for that reason. And I actually have never seen The Howling. I believe that's directed by Joe Dante. Let's see. Okay, so another one of the sequel trilogy. I re-got Force Awakens. This is my second time buying it. Hopefully, I will decide to keep it this time. But I've been appreciating Star Wars lately. Next, I got Monkey Man. See I did some YouTube shorts because I ordered this like day of delivery from Walmart, and they sent it in the protective like anti-theft plastic. That's how they delivered it. So I made a couple short videos of me busting that thing open because I don't have the tool to get it open. So, but I actually still haven't watched it. Um, I did watch a 100% legal copy, and I was getting pissed off because I feel like anytime they were speaking Hindi, the subtitles weren't showing, so I felt like I was missing the shitload of the movie. So I stopped watching it, and I decided to just buy a proper copy. Next, I got hip to this from reading an internet article, I believe, comparing this movie to Mean Streets, Martin Scorsese's Mean Streets, and said it was in the same vein as that, and that made me really excited to check it out. So I found a copy on the Internet Archive and watched that, and then I liked it so much that I sought out a physical copy of it. Unfortunately, it is only on DVD, and there's a shitload of like little shitty DVDs versions of it. And this is the best copy I could find of it. It's called Family Enforcer if you look it up, but originally it was called The Death Collector. 1976 film. It has, I think it has Joe Pesci's first film performance. It's a very good crime movie, a lot like Mean Streets. Takes place in New Jersey. Really enjoyed it. The bad part is even this does not look great. You can tell that all of the DVDs that are released so far have been straight up like rips of a VHS copy of the movie. And I wish somebody could track down the film of it and restore it proper on Blu-ray. Because when you watch this, it's even in the square format, like the box format. So it's just not doing this movie justice, because I feel like this would be more popular. This is I did read that this movie it's what I guess Robert De Niro saw it, because this movie was gaining like some kind of cult following in the 70s, and Robert De Niro saw it, showed it to Scorsese, and that's how Joe Pesci ended up in Raging Bull, is because of this movie and Scorsese seeing it. Highly recommended if you haven't seen it. Next, I've been excited and I've been looking for this to get it back in my collection. I got it for $4. Gus Van Sant's Elephant. It's probably my favorite movie by him. It's extremely slow. If you're intolerant of slow movies, I don't recommend it for you. But if you're interested in watching, it's more of like a mood or like a tone film. It's very good. I highly recommend Elephant. Another DVD I've gotten, and it came in a really shitty case. I think it was an ex-library copy or something, but I got Husbands and Wives, Woody Allen. Maybe my favorite Woody Allen movie. I'll just get a new DVD case for it, because other than that, it's like fine. But yeah, my favorite Woody Allen movie. Next, I got Fright Night, just a Blu-ray copy I found on eBay. It's all region, and got it for like $7 or something. So not bad. Next, I got Lost Boys. I think I got this for 4 or 5 off of eBay, which is not bad. It's the basic Blu-ray copy. I really love the clear case that whoever put on it, though. Um, Next, I got Halloween 2, the Rob Zombie Halloween 2. I know, I know, I got my problems with it too, but I just, I can't not watch it. I gotta own it. I don't know why. I just have to. It's like uh it's like a director that wanted to really put their vision out there, and you just got to respect Halloween 2. And I think a lot of people feel that way. They don't necessarily like Halloween 2, but they respect the shit out of Halloween 2. Next, I got Hellboy 2, a much better like sequel than Halloween 2. And then I feel like he made Hellboy 2, and that's like just him. You know, he got way more into like putting his little flair on it, his Del Toro flair. And I was very sad that he did not complete like a trilogy of these. I feel like it was leading somewhere really interesting, and maybe one day, maybe they'll get back to it, but doubtful. But really liked Hellboy 2, and I think I got it for like $4. All right. I also got a DVD copy of Kevin Smith's Jersey Girl, but I've always liked this. I've always been a big champion of Jersey Girl. I remember when it came out. I went to the theater a couple of times to see it because I really loved Kevin Smith. Like at the time, I still really love Kevin Smith movies, but I was very excited when Jersey Girl came out, and I wanted the DVD specifically, and I can't speak to the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray is out of print these days, and I'm just not going to spend a bunch of money on Jersey Girl just to own it. But this commentary on the DVD has a fresh out of rehab Jason Mewes like discussing that type of stuff. So if that's not on the Blu-ray, it's a good piece of lost media that I like to have as a Kevin Smith fan. Next, I got Apocalypto, um, my probably my favorite Mel Gibson directed movie. Um, Better than Passion, better than well, I haven't seen the other one, the No Weapons on the War movie, Ridge or something about a ridge. Anyway, Apocalypto. Apocalypto has a really the greatest moment in it when he's running from the Mayans or whatever the fuck, and after they tried to sacrifice him, and he ends up at the shoreline, and then there's like the Spanish arriving at the same time, and it's just like another level of like hell that he's just entered. And like some guys are just drawn to the boats because they're so amazed by them, and then he is just like repelled by it, and he takes off running from them too. And I really love it. It looks like I really love um, historical movies that I feel like it doesn't have to look like it all the time, but I really love it when it feels like you're looking at something like as it might have looked then. I feel like this movie does that well at times, and I feel like several movies do it, but I really love the historical movies that do that well. Specifically, The Witch. I feel like The Witch feels like what it would might have felt like back then. My cousin Vinny spent more on this than I would have liked. I think it was $10 for a used copy of it, but you never see it anywhere. It costs the same or more on eBay just to get it. I'm sure I'll regret that when Amazon inevitably puts this out for $5. But I really love My Cousin Vinny. Really love Joe Pesci. I love Joe Pesci when he's funny. I love Joe Pesci when he's serious. But this movie, and I have a really soft spot in my heart for court movies where someone proves the good guy, the protagonist, prove something at the end during a court case, and it all falls apart for the whatever antagonistic situation there is. But I really love that type of stuff. So I had to own My Cousin Vinny. Um, Next, I got the first Avengers movie. Um, Seems like a really obvious one to own, but and I wasn't necessarily gonna buy it. I think I was just waiting for the right moment to pick up Avengers because like I don't know how often I'd rewatch it. Um, but I got it for $1.99 at a Monster. Sometimes they have a Blu-ray section that's just like super discounted to $1.99. So I picked it up for $1.99. Totally worth it. I really love when the Hulk just slams the shit out of Loki, and I'm surprised he didn't die from that. Next, also from Monsters bargain section, I got Deep Impact for $1.99. I have not seen this since I was maybe a middle schooler. I remember liking it. I remember thinking the special effects looked amazing when the Earth was getting hit by fucking asteroids or whatever. Um, and hopefully I'll still like it. It's got Elijah Wood. Morgan Freeman plays the president, I think, maybe, or maybe I'm confusing that with Sum of All Fears. I think he might have played president a couple of times. I got American Gangster for $4. I love American Gangster. Um, One of my favorite, more I guess modernly made gangster movies. Um, I like how it incorporates like the black community into the Italian um, mafia and how they worked apart but together at the same time. I think I usually, not usually, but Ridley Scott's kind of a hard sell to me on some movies, but I think he did a really good job on this one. Um, all the actors in it are great. Russell Crowe's part's great. And Denzel Washington obviously is just fucking awesome. Next, I got this for my wife. She's way into the novels of Gillian Flynn, who wrote Gone Girl, and she's currently reading this book, but she wanted the movie as well. I found it for $7 at Monster. Dark Places. I don't know much about it. Charlize Theron's in it. Christina Hendricks is in it, and I don't know. We'll check it out because I picked up House of the Devil. Very excited for Maxine, which is coming out soon, or it's out now, and it's been out for a day. But I will get around to seeing it, and I just rewatched X and Pearl, and those are wonderful. I really love House of the Devil, so I'm excited to add it to my collection. Next, I got my favorite Tim Burton movie, Ed Wood. I love rewatching this movie. I've rewatched it, I don't know, dozens of times. Um, it's extremely quotable. It's extremely funny. It's extremely heartfelt. If you haven't seen Ed Wood and you like movies about making movies, or you like just Johnny Depp, or you like just old Hollywood stuff, it's great. Next, I got Exorcist 3. This is the I guess the Scream Factory version. Um, but I really enjoyed this when I watched it. I first watched this last year, and it's pretty great. And uh, in some ways, I like it more than the original Exorcist, which might be, I guess, sacrilege to some. But I just think there's more interesting stuff in this. I really enjoy George C. Scott, and I love the script. I love the way this movie's written. Um, and I just thought it was better. It was better than I would have ever given it credit for, being the third in an Exorcist, I guess, franchise, and especially with the negativity the second one receives, which I've started that one before, and it did feel really boring. Next, I got I ended up grabbing Snake Eyes off of Amazon. Brian De Palma film about a boxing match, kind of a throwback to his thrillers of the 70s and 80s. More modern feeling, however. Um, I guess this movie has some negative reviews, but I think it's pretty great. I love Nicolas Cage being, wiling out as he does, and I love De Palma's style. So I need to own Snake Eyes. Next, I got a copy of The Master. This case actually came pretty destroyed, but I had some backup cases, so I threw it in there. Just trying to fill out my P.T. Anderson collection. So I've got The Master, I've got There Will Be Blood, I've got Boogie Nights, Inherent Vice, and did I say Licorice Pizza? I can't remember. But I've almost got them all. I just need like Punch Drunk Love and Magnolia and something else maybe. Or am I remembering all of them? Oh, Hard Eight. I really love Hard Eight. Next, Amazon had this marked down to $10. Had to get it. I remember. I remember when Tusk came out. I was very excited about it. I had listened to the Kevin Smith podcast where he kind of invented the idea of Tusk on the fly with Scott Mosier, and it actually came out in theaters on my birthday, the year it came out, 2014. And I dragged my wife to it. We watched it. We were laughing a lot during this. This movie is very, it's unnerving, but it's also hilarious. I really love Tusk. And then I showed, I think my daughters, they were, I want to say they were maybe like 10 when I showed them this, and they still do not like this. They were completely unnerved by it. They did not think it was hilarious. Um, they liked Yoga Hosers, his follow up to this, and those girls were in this. So I was like, here, watch Tusk. Those girls are in this too. And then they watched it, and they did not enjoy the guy getting sewn into a walrus suit. All right, next I picked up People Under the Stairs. This is another Scream Factory edition. Um, I love this original cover art, and it's a great Wes Craven movie. It's My wife really loves it. She loves movies where like creepy shit's happening in a house, which is a lot of horror movies. But this was one of her favorites from when she was a kid, and she kind of hit me to it more than because I had seen it before, I believe, but I don't think I appreciated it as much before her really showing it to me again. Next, I got another John Carpenter. Um, I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would, but I did like it, and I wanted to give it another shake. Um, Being like a low budget or crime thriller movie. So I got Assault on Precinct 13. This is another Scream Factory, or Shout. Is this one Shout or Scream? Scream. And but it's pretty good. The performances in it are really good. I like John Carpenter's style a lot. I've been catching up a lot on his filmography in the holes I lacked. So, but I'm glad I own it. Glad it's a part of my collection. So the next one is maybe my favorite Rob Zombie movie, and I like him as a director. He's very good. You can say what you will about Monsters, and even House of a Thousand Corpses has its haters, but it's gained a pretty good big cult following these days. But Lords of Salem, it's a really good movie. Me and my wife tend to love to watch this around the Halloween season. It's a good witch film. Um, I actually think this makes like a really good like double feature if you would watch this with like if you watch this with The Witch, and yeah, I think I got it for like $5 off eBay. And the last one up, guys. So I've been looking out for this. I didn't want to spend a ton on it, and the edition I wanted is very expensive. I wanted the black and chrome version of this movie, or the edition, but it's pretty. You're gonna have to spend a lot if you want that these days. But I got Mad Max Fury Road, and this is the 3D edition. Now the issue I have is I guess I bought it from Big Lots. I found it there. People were saying they saw it there, and so I ran out and tried to find it there. And of course, the case I bought was like destroyed inside. The discs are fine. It comes with the 3D disc, which is unusable to me because I don't have a 3D player or a 3D player, a 3D player or a 3D TV. Um, but it does come with the Blu-ray edition. Um, but I'll just need to get another case for it. And I kind of, Jesus Christ, I kind of hate this cover. I do not like this 3D written look like it looks like it's written in marker or something. Like I do not like that design. Who the fuck designed that shit? Like whose cousin um, did they invite in and let them do that? Because like without the 3D, it's kind of tight, right? It's like that opening shot of the movie. Um, but this case, like I wish I would have paid more attention when I picked this up. It was the only edition they had left of this movie at Big Lots, so I think other people were probably grabbing them up. Um, but I just I'll just need to get another case, and I was thinking maybe I could try to find like the 4K disc only, and then like put it in like maybe like a 4 disc 4K case, and maybe print a new cover for it or something. Since I don't like this cover that much, or maybe a clear case, I can get a little more customizable with how I want this to look. This broken case presented options for me, is what I'm saying. So it's not all lost for me. Um, but anyway, so guys, that's everything I picked up in June. Um, what do you think? Leave a comment. Tell me if I ruined your life by the movies I bought. I'll see you next time.